Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm looking forward to this one. Well, first it was a gift request from Eliyahs Romans. So Eliyahs, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you again for this gift and the request. It's Billy Walker. I reacted to one a little bit ago of Billy's, but the title of this one, Charlie's Shoes. And it's like, is this a song about, like when I see a title, I always wonder, is this a song about X, Y, and Z? I don't know. I try to figure it out. And some titles you can't. It sounds like it's a song about walk a mile in another person's shoes before judging them. Are we going to find out what Charlie's life is about? Or, I don't know. It could be any twist. It could be a funny song. I don't know. So we're going to get into this one. All right, here we go. And this is going to be real traditional country. I have no doubt about it because Eliyahs knows his stuff when it comes to music. I've learned that in a very short period of time. So let's see what we've got. I didn't expect that.
I'd like to be in Charlie's shoes, that's what I always said. 'Cause he had you and everything tied with a golden thread. Then Charlie left and went away, and when I got the news, it wasn't long till I was walking round in Charlie's shoes.
Oh.
Now I'm wearing out the shoes that Charlie wore.
All right.
Walking back and forth across the floor. The troubles that drove him away, I've got for company. These nights in Charlie's shoes are killing me.
Oh no. Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. Oh shit. I did not see this. I bet this is based on a true story too, without telling. And the whistling.
The greener grass that turned my head so swiftly did turn brown. 'Cause every little dream I build, she's always tearing down. I never knew old Charlie's shoes could have so many tacks of disappointing sorrows, and I wish he had 'em back. 'Cause I'm wearing out the shoes that Charlie wore. Walking back and forth across the floor. The troubles that drove him away, I've got for company. These nights in Charlie's shoes are killing me.
Those who think that divorce didn't happen back in the day were wrong. Some people, just a point, because I read other forums and I stay up on, different perspectives people have of what it was like decades ago or millennia ago or whatever. Relationships were hard throughout human history. But this song here, he referenced the grass being greener. It wasn't, but Meatloaf had a song, Paradise by the Dashboard Light. And toward the end, it reminded me of the very end of the song where Meatloaf was saying, I'll never break my promise or forget my vow, but God only knows what I could do right now. So now I'm praying for the end of time so I could end my time with you. And it's the dynamic of life. It's so full. It's so much richer than we give it credit for. We focus on certain events in our life and we say, oh, this event had been different. Or somebody's in I don't know, they missed their flight, but that aircraft goes down. And you're like, oh my God, how did that, like, there's little vignettes. But the dynamic of life is so rich. And here it is. We think we want this particular thing. In this case, he wants this woman, but Charlie's got her. Now, Charlie seemed to have been born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Everything worked out well. He got the girl that the guys wanted. What did he say? Like gold, everything like was, I don't know, laced with a golden thread or something. Everything worked out well for him. But then he went away. And we didn't find out what the went away was. If they'd mentioned divorce in this song, in this era, I don't know if it would have gotten airtime. So they just veiled the language. He went away. I don't know if they got divorced. I don't know if he died. I don't know if he just left. Now this dude winds up with Charlie's woman, this highly coveted, presumably beautiful woman. And now he's pacing the floor back and forth because it was a high price to pay. Eliyahs, very, very good find. I mean, these are just these gems that for me, anyway, being a philosopher, we're all philosophers in our own right, but I happen to have also majored in it just because I didn't go to school to major in philosophy, but I was criminal justice major, but I had a second major, philosophy. I absolutely loved it. I loved the pondering one's own thoughts. What does life mean? Where am I wrong on stuff? All this stuff. I hear a song like this and it brings in the sociological aspects of life. It brings in certain cliches like, be careful what you ask for, you just might get it. Or be careful what you covet, you just might get it. But we all have to dream. There are things that work out really well in life because we dreamed and we pursued it and it worked. Or it worked reasonably well, not perfectly well. Things generally don't work out ideally because everything in this world, there's entropy, if you will. Things go from a state of higher order to a state of higher disorder unless some force acts upon it to keep it in its path. And that requires human effort. That requires us getting along with each other in ways, communicating. Whatever it was about Charlie's woman, she didn't seem to be very agreeable. Maybe both guys were jerks, though. Maybe she didn't need to be agreeable. That's the flip side of it. You never know until you know. In this case, presumably she was just a difficult person to be with. But I love the way this thing was developed. I love the whistling because that was not the way he was really feeling. He was losing his mind. When you hear like that happy hoo 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 hoo, like, and even though his life completely sucks, by that point, he's got the madman's laugh or the madman's perspective. That's what I call it. Where you're like, hey, my life sucks so bad. How could it go? I'm just going to whistle. I don't care. And you're like, all right. Now the bar's been lowered so far that you're seeing life sort of, you're dealing with it the best you can. And sometimes losing your mind is the way to go. But Eliyahs, this was a good choice. I'm going to rate this one. I love the way Billy sang it. The instrumentation, the production was so creative too. The number that popped into my head, I don't know if this is surprising or not, but it was a 9.3 storyline. And even the whistling or the bass line was kind of a poppy bass line too. And you're like, that's not the way this guy's life was going. Not with her anyway. His life sucked. But you can't give it back. You can't put it back on the shelf. You can't return it to Amazon. It's just a human being. Deal with it. There it is. All right, Eliyahs, thank you again, my friend. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.